How's it going, YouTube? I'm Bubbins, and if you're just starting out in Final Fantasy XIV and are interested in housing, don't make the same mistake that I did. After Endwalker came out, Square Enix released new housing mods in Ishgard. It was by far my best chance to get a house so far. With automatic demolition off, our only chances prior to that were when people left a server for greener pastures, and there really wasn't even a chance with 100+ people bidding on each plot. So when Foundation was released, we started planning and broke out our spreadsheets. Each plot was tracked, complete with availability and number of bids, and since bidding periods are 5 days long, that meant updating it a few different times to get an idea as to how things are going. Our strategy was to wait until the last minutes and bid on the plots with the lowest number of bids, but that meant doing a ton of legwork up front to ensure we knew which houses to look at. In the end, we had about 10 houses that had one bid fewer than the vast majority. Hours and hours of effort just to make sure we knew which plots were the best in the last moments. Turns out that was all wasted effort. With Square Enix adding 1,600 plots to every single server in patch 6.3, here's how you can save a ton of time and not do any of that. All you have to do is load a single page and then go check it out in game for yourself. There's no need to head to Limsa and then Ul'dah to Gridania, Kugane, and Foundation just to see if there are even plots open, let alone go to each individual plot to see how many bids there are. So how do you do this? All you need to do is go visit a site called PaisaDB, which tracks housing across all of Final Fantasy XIV. It works through a Ziv Launcher plugin which people can download. When they join a ward and examine a plot, it uploads that data to the website, essentially crowdsourcing the effort. You don't need to do it alone. If you're worried about modding and don't feel comfortable using things like Ziv Launcher, that's fine. Other people are doing this for you, and it will still save you a ton of time. So when bidding starts, head on over to zoo.code/Paisa and select your world. There, you'll see a list of all plots that have been flagged as either accepting entries, results, unavailable, or missing/outdated. The first two are pretty self-explanatory, but what we're looking for here is accepting entries. If something says unavailable, that means someone has cleared out the plot, but it's not yet available for bidding. We need to wait until the next bidding period, essentially. Something missing/outdated just means it's been too long since someone has checked in on it, or there was an error with the database. So to make this whole process so much easier for yourself, click on the lottery phase filter and select accepting entries. Then click on allowed tenants and select individual if you're looking for personal houses, or free company if you're looking for free company homes. Then all you have to do is sort by entries, keep an eye on which have the fewest to give you the highest chance of winning, and then you're ready to go. Keep in mind that it's not uncommon for data on Paisa to be slightly out of date, so make sure the number of actual entries isn't higher than the next lowest plot. If it is, just go to that plot, see what its actual number is, and keep track that way. Once you've identified the plot you'd like to bid on, gather your funds, head on over to the board, and place your bid. When the bidding period expires, a winner will be drawn, and the results period will immediately begin. Since these are usually early in the morning for me, I make it a habit to bid just before bed and then log out. That way, when I have a chance to log in the next day, I can check the results without having to remember exactly which plot I bid on. That said, if you can't remember which plot you bid on, head on over to your timers, switch over to Estate, and click on the housing listing. It'll tell you exactly where to head. Obviously, this is really helpful when there are literally hundreds of plots to keep track of. But if you don't win a house this time around, it's also really useful when it comes to knowing what the housing inventory looks like during any given bidding period. Anything displayed as unavailable usually means that that's a plot you can bid on the next time around. And as someone who has gone more than a year without winning a single housing lottery, take it from me and use Paisa to optimize the process. Even if you don't install Ziv Launcher, you don't need to do that. Just access the website, see what people are uploading. And if you are bidding in the Great Housing Lottery of 2023, I wish you the best of luck. If you found this video helpful, please make sure to leave a like or subscribe. As a small channel, it really does make all of the difference. And if you want to directly support the channel, there's a Patreon linked in the description below. But for now, I think that's it. I'll see you next time.